Well, I think you all know who I am by now. Should I repeat my name? Nah, I'm too humble for that. Little shout out before we begin. Chris Jones, Judy Goldberg, The Production Office, London Town, Ealing Studios. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out. Big XU crew. Axis of Evil. Belgrade Town. Peace be upon you forever, forever. Thanks for tuning in, you too. Golda Meir, the former Prime Minister of the Holy Sliver, she wasn't really known for her strategic genius or her tactical brilliance. But one of the things that she was really good at was coming out with these sort of axioms, these sort of street cred, 5-word shutdowns that she could totally undress you, redress you, and knock you out cold within just a few words. One of these that I like a lot, and that is going to be the theme of today's video blog, is the concept of humility. Don't be so humble. You're not so great. That was one of her lines, and probably she said it just like that. Let's try it again. Don't be so humble. You're not so great. And the truth of the matter is, you're not so great, so don't be so humble. Don't act like you're the most benevolent, kind, sweet, honorable, like that Manchurian candidate thing. You don't have to act like that. I can see right through that. Everybody can see right through that crap. Just act normally. Just be yourself. If you're a little bit bombastic, fine, so be it. You're excited about what you do. You're really enthused about what you're doing in life. You're engrossed. That's fine. Act like that. I want to see that. I don't want to see some, step down, cut up facsimile of who you are. Don't be so humble. Now, humility is more of a culturally defined thing. For example, here in the Sketch Republic, people are acting humble because it's a moral failing to speak your thoughts. It's a moral failing to actually speak what's on your mind. You can't come to somebody and directly, snake eyes, come to them and say, I think you're like this, or can you do this for me? None of that sort of, that Middle Eastern Israeli chip on the shoulder thing. It's like, lack of manners, which, again, has its place, and I think it's valuable in many instances. But here, they don't do that. Or, for example, something I study quite intently as well, the Chinese scene. Asian people in general, they're not people that are loud, effusive, they don't speak. I mean, of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but in general, people are not acting, bigger than their britches, because essentially what happens in Asian societies, for example, in the People's Republic of China, is you get knocked down pretty quickly. People will take you down a few notches, and they'll sort of chop your head off, sometimes literally. But still, don't be so humble. You're not so great. I mean, if you are a big man, and you do, or lady, and you have cash, and you have prestige, and you're a philanthropist, and people know you, or you're a ranking politician, then don't be a balgaiva. Or balasgaiva. Don't be a balgaiva. Just act normal. I mean, don't go walking around with your fancy car and swinging around your pocket watch and or something else. Walking around with your fake trophy husband or wife with the plastic lips and the plastic boobs and the 2 ribs removed from the lower rib cage and all that stuff. And and as I pass you by on the street, you don't look at me. You look through me, or you look up in the air. Don't do that. Then you act humble. Then Golda Meir's line doesn't apply. Then in that case, don't be a schmuck. Just act normally. But if you're just like a regular Joe, like a regular working stiff, out there busting, trying to get your nut, don't be doing this humble shit, because I'll see right through it, and I'll take you right down. In 5 words, like Golda Meir, I'll just take you right down. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And I can see that. I can see it in your emails. I can see it in your video blogs. I can see it on your Facebook page. Anybody can see it. It's drippingly apparent. Humility is good, but in moderation, again, and only for those for whom humility is deserved. Here's a better line for you. This is something, and I'll be talking about this in coming days. Don't do unto others what you would not have done unto yourself. There's no such thing as the golden rule. This is the golden rule, the one I'm telling you now. I'll repeat. Do not do unto others that which you would not have done to yourself, and that is all. That is the wisdom of wisdom. That's all you need to know. So don't be so humble. You're not so great. It doesn't matter. That doesn't work. Let's try it again. It doesn't matter. That was better. One more. It doesn't matter. I'm Adam Daniel Mezei, AdamDanielMezei.com, wishing you the very best of things. Hollow.